In 1951, I graduated from Pima High School, came to Eastern Arizona College as a student. One of the great teachers that was here at that time was Russell Lundell. I loved Russell Lundell. He always told jokes, and not always funny, sometimes a little off color, but he was always telling jokes. And we attended class in the old building that was burned a few years later. And we were down in the basement of that old building, and we had our chemistry class down there. One of the classes we had was qualitative analysis, where you prepare in the process rotten egg gas. And that rotten egg gas would go from the bottom in the basement up into the upper floors. And we would, Dr. Gatol was the president at that time, and he would send word down to the basement that we need to straighten up our act in some way. But I remember that so well. When I graduated from Brigham Young University with a degree in math, I started teaching at Thatcher High School. Lorenzo Flake was teaching here math, and they needed a math teacher and a physics teacher. He asked me if I'd like to come over, and I jumped at the chance. And so without even ever applying for the position, I was interviewed by Dr. Gatol and was hired to come over to teach chemistry and math. That year, Russell Lundell retired, and so I came over and was able to teach in the field which I preferred, which was in chemistry. And so I came over and started teaching chemistry here at Eastern Arizona College. And to begin teaching chemistry and math, I ended up teaching some physics for a few years. I started the astronomy program, so we started teaching astronomy. I taught that for a few years, and then Bonnie Briscoe, we hired her to come over because that really wasn't my field. But I just felt that that was a course we ought to have, so we got that one started. But it's been a great ride. My parents attended Gila Academy, which is the predecessor of Eastern Arizona College. They attended as seniors in high school. They would come up here to attend their fourth year in high school here at Gila Academy. And I followed that, as well as all of my children have attended not Gila Academy, but it became Gila College, and then eventually Eastern Arizona College. So we have, going clear back to my parents, back to the old Gila Academy, we've all attended. My brothers and sisters all attended here also. There are two people who were influential in my life. The first one would be Russell Lundell, and he continued my interest in chemistry, which was generated in high school. I had Paul Goodman as a chemistry teacher, and I fell in love with chemistry. I fell in love with chemistry when I was a kid with a cousin of mine who had a chemistry set. We could never afford a chemistry set, so I would spend hours down at his place playing with his chemistry set. One of the great things I remember always doing is making fuses out of potassium chlorate. Just soak some cotton string in potassium chlorate, light those things, and it just shot right down that, just like a fuse. So I fell in love with chemistry when I was a kid. It was perpetuated when I went to Pima High School under Paul Goodman, and Dr. Russell Lundell, then I was able to have him as a teacher here at Eastern Arizona College. He was probably more influential on me in wanting to pursue and go more into chemistry than any other person. The other one that always supported me here at college was Dr. Gateau, Paul E. Gateau. He was a great administrator, always supported whatever we wanted to do out here. So I guess you'd say that there's three people: Paul Goodman, Russell Lundell, and Paul Gateau were most influential in what I ended up doing with my career in my life. Well, students come to college for many different reasons. Some because of music, which EA has a great music program, some because of sports, some kind of athletics. Many of them come because of the classes that we have, whether it be in automotive or whatever. I would say to any student that comes to college, first of all, take advantage of everything that occurs here. That's more than just the academics, it's more than the athletics, it's more than music. Take advantage of everything that you have here, and don't be afraid to study. My name is Clarence E. McBride, and I played football at Eastern Arizona College, and I am definitely a fighting Gila monster.